All right, guys, so I have an update to a story I brought you a few hours ago. For those who don't know, please go back and watch the video right before this, but just in case, I will give you a really quick, brief update, and then I got to tell you the crazy drama that is happening around this story right now. So, again, this is 30-year-old Megan Morgan. She was booked on the 21st in the jail for really some minor stuff. And during the course of the 12 days that she was in there, she was savagely beaten. These are the pictures here. Staples across her head, both eyes, blood vessels ruptured in both of her eyes, just black blues. I mean, she was brutalized. Other inmates in there have said that the staff was involved. There is somebody who's come forward saying that they heard the staff ask her if she wanted any more of that. And apparently they allowed other inmates to savagely beat her. The sheriff's department has even admitted that there was more than one altercation. She was released. After she was released, her mother took these photos of her daughter and she basically put it out there. A lot of content creators got a hold of these. The videos started going out there. This started going viral. It got back to Robeson County Sheriffs, who then put out something stating that they were aware of all of this and nobody from their staff was involved, but they're looking into it and trying to, figure out that there might be people who were charged. All of a sudden, 2 hours ago, this is where it gets crazy. They showed up to Megan's home. I'm going to stop there and show you this video.
That man right there is the one that took her to jail the first time. The one right there with the dark hair, he's the one that took her to jail the first time.
Does that look like her?
Now, as you saw in the video, all these officers show up. They surround her home. They give her mother something that looks like probably a screenshot from some sort of film. And later on, there's another part of the video where they're like, this isn't even Megan. They take her into custody. She's not in Robeson County Jail. When I look it up, it says that she is being held for she was discharged to safekeeping. Whatever the heck that means. Family member told me that SBI was involved, which is the State Bureau of Investigation, and that she is being held over there, getting medical treatment and being held safely outside of the jail. Apparently they are refusing to set her a bond right now, which is insane because I'm looking down their list of people who were arrested today. And even for somebody who attempted to end somebody else's life, he got a really high bond, but he still got a bond amount. Here's the kicker. So 4 people were supposedly arrested as a result of this, and she's one of them. Apparently one of the inmates are claiming that the reason why she did one of the beatings is because Megan supposedly SA'd her. Now, there was no claim of any of that when this was happening. She never said any of that to the guards. None of this ever came out, but then all of a sudden, when people are looking at charges, oh, well, Megan did this, and that's why we did that. Even if that was true, why wait until you're about to face these charges? And why isn't Robeson County actually doing their due diligence? So somebody says that to you, then you show up with an arrest warrant and take this girl into custody. Are you freaking kidding me? She's a Native American Alaskan native, and her family is deathly petrified. Her mother's been posting they're going to kill her daughter. They're going to kill her daughter. And you know what? She's right. She has every reason to fear. And I hate to say that, but I fear for her too. Now, listen. There's also these allegations that allegedly the sheriff's department has been saying that if the videos don't come down, that they were going to start going after people for defamation. Again, allegedly, but by all means, if that's true, I welcome Robeson County Sheriff's Office to come after me with any type of defamation claim. Because at the end of the day, y'all all are in this up to your freaking necks and then some. I said what I said. And you know what? I've taken on bigger and badder agencies and went after bigger and badder people when it comes to defamation suits. So that kind of threat doesn't faze me at all. What I will say is that, yes, this family has every right to be concerned. And you know what? The corrections officers, I don't care. They are implicit in all of this. Yes, there's no way. Again, the sheriff's department says there were multiple incidences, so they're aware that it happened more than once, and nobody protected her then. Now, all of a sudden, the family comes out. All of a sudden, it goes viral. Now you're taking her into custody for protection, but yet you're charging her with SA. I'm sorry. Somebody make this make sense. I live in a small town. I know how this works. I know how the good old boy system works. Okay? I know how they will look out for their own. It's not like it is in other. Yes, there's a thin blue line, but this isn't about that. It doesn't matter. They look at in these small towns corrections officers as officers, same as they do with police officers, and they will cover them regardless. In small towns, yes, the crookedness runs very deep in small towns. And again, I'm not saying 100% that that's what Robeson County is, but from everybody I've seen who has commented on Robeson County, all they talk about is the dirt that goes on there and how shady and grimy and unethical that department or that whole area is. So, and honestly, I believe it. This action in and of itself says more than anything else could say. You know, a picture says 1,000 words. You guys have heard that saying. You showed up and you arrested a girl who had been savagely beaten, who was lucky to be alive. She was almost killed in your jail. And you take her to jail on the word of one of the people who literally assaulted her. It doesn't make sense to me. I really pray that her family gets her out of there. And honestly, at this point in time, I do believe that maybe they have an attorney, but listen, even if they don't, they need to get one. And I would be taking her and the family needs to provide her safety. Get her the hell away from Robeson County. I'm not saying for her to not show up to any court dates, but trust and believe that for her own safety, she does not need to be anywhere around here. These officers are not going to stop. The fact that there was accusations against one of their own and then they turn around and do this. If this is not retaliation, I don't know what is. And the crazy thing about this type of retaliation is that they did it out in the open. They blatantly did it. It's being recorded. They are not hiding the fact that they are being retaliatory toward this young woman. So you know what I say? I say, let's make Robeson County sheriffs famous. Let's make Robeson County jail corrections officers famous. Let's put it out there. Every news media, every outlet, everybody. This is definitely one of those stories where people need to know what is happening. And it's going to take the power of people, the power of social media, the power of all of that to put pressure on higher government officials to make sure that this young woman is not only lives through this, but that she gets the justice that she deserves. And again, I'm still waiting for Robeson County to go ahead and put out the names of the other suspects involved in this, because I would love to see how this whole thing plays out and who else was supposedly arrested in connection, considering you arrested this girl because she outcried her own assault. Come on, really?